Welcome back to Let's Play Ski and Snowboard. I hope people manage to knock each other off onto the wrong path. The weird thing here to me is I can't even tell at a glance which path is supposed to be the real one, because it forks in such an obvious way. They both look like they're supposed to be gone down to me, even though one is actually supposed to be off the track. Although you can still see that there are tons of ski marks on the people going down here anyways. So I can look real quick at Panther to make sure they're not on that shortcut. Although I already found somebody on the Panther shortcut. I guess I can just try going straight through the trees here. If I don't find them this time, I guess I'll just go do something else, but I'll need to find them eventually. I haven't got any thumbs up on this outing yet though, so I'm not ready to actually head back into the resort yet. And by that I mean going back to change outfits, change to nighttime, change back to snowboard or whatever. I hate that. I tried to safe landing, but was moving too much. I think a big part of doing tricks in this game is actually just patience, because your inputs can stack on top of each other, and then the game will just try to go through the list of all the inputs you gave it in order. You know, you very much don't have time to do those tricks anymore. Is this like the intended way to go through here? Looks like it is actually. I never paid attention to this. This is the, like, trodden path. Huh. Never quite noticed actually. I just explored a little bit more than that. What I was intending to do just now is not to do what I just did, but instead to go a bit more through the middle. Thank you, I'd like to look up. There we go. Unless I so accidentally canceled this or something. Like, we are actually pursuing her, right? Just to make sure real quick. Make sure nothing silly is happening. I don't know why, sometimes it's just so hard to jump in this game. Okay. Past the red sign and the skull and crossbones. So is there a red sign and skull and crossbones over here? I mean, it is two signs if I remember right. If it's both those things, I should be fairly certain. That's what I'm looking for. But it would be really misleading if there was more than one skull and crossbones to be found. Did a safe landing that time. I still got messed up. They didn't even give me a warning. Yeah, this game is... Whoa. Safe landing warning is a bit silly. If you remember, the tutorial tells you actually that just because the warning appears doesn't necessarily mean that you need to do a safe landing. But at the same time, the warning not appearing. See, I guess, would you consider that a red sign? At the same time, the warning not appearing doesn't necessarily mean that you won't have to worry at the same time about needing to do a safe landing. Can you not? Basically scanning this whole area. In theory, you should be able to see these guys from kind of far away. since you have those, oh, icons over their heads, but it tends not to work out that easily for me. Now, they already did have something that's on Serpent, though, didn't we? That's the odd thing. I thought something was already on Serpent when we found them here. There are more hints, but well, there's already at least two more hidden courses to find too. So it could also be that. I don't know how many more hidden courses. I don't know where those hidden courses would be that I haven't found yet, though. I actually have no idea, to be frank. If it's not there. Have to work out at some point. Do we not have any fun events over here on Gazelle? I guess not. Okay, well, let's at least do some slalom or something. Do something a little bit different. So again, I have something new, a new taste in our mouths. So we head on over to the slalom over here, I think it was. Yeah. See, it's weird. Character icons appear from pretty far away, but still somehow I have a really hard time seeing them in certain cases. Well, because I have a hard time seeing them appear anywhere. Not as if they'll be on the screen, I don't see them, I don't think. It's just they don't be anywhere at all, despite supposedly being from far away. What? I don't have a watch. What are you talking about? Okay, now that's just a mean thing to say to an old person. Okay. Let's see. This doesn't look very slalomy. This one looks more like you're just kind of going straight forwards through gates. Okay, I'll take it. In my experience, if I remember right, it's better to take these slow than it is to try to actually be super fast. Have I been over here? Because there's I just passed something I always wanted to talk about. I haven't said anything about it yet. Speaking of things I want to talk about, darn it, I never did talk about the other like story behind Let's playing this game. So if you rewatch my other Let's Plays, you probably have heard this a couple times already, but me trying to play this game went really poorly the first time. I actually got the game started up and everything, I was on the title menu, and then my sense bar just fell off the platform it's on, whatever you want to call it, and broke. A single wire inside of it broke, and made the whole thing stop working. That was Raccoon? No, it wasn't. That was Gazelle, mostly. I'll take a look at something here real quick. I also want to see if I can... I want to make sure I can't grind on this thing. No, not like that. That sign. But... So... Oh, come on. Fuel pumping is the most annoying thing when you're trying to go backwards. But, so that thing broke, and I was desperate enough to actually try to fix on my own. By that I mean I tried to open up on my own, and when I was trying to do so, what happened was that I spent a good 10 minutes trying to get a couple of the screws off, really. Because the last screw I just could not get off. Huh. It's not a secret rail, but it is a rail. And I eventually realized that in trying to get these last two screws off, I had dug massive holes into my fingers, which are still only mostly healed, and this was like the better part of a month ago now. So, I couldn't play that anymore. Play this anymore because I couldn't use a Wii remote. So I never understood this here. Big hill. Big ramp. And you just hit a wall. It's really strange. I'm not the only person that's expressed confusion at that there. I don't know why it's there and why it's like that. You just... It looks like it will lead somewhere, but it doesn't. It just gives you a ton of speed and throws you straight into an invisible wall. I've always been really confused by it. That's why I wanted to show Gazelle stuff, though. So instead, I ended up playing something else. What did I even play? What I tried to play next was a little Unity web player game called Build, Destroy, Rebuild, I think it was called, that I had enjoyed. Well, I realized just then that, in fact, Unity web player had been discontinued quite recently. Oh, it's hard to stand top there. You don't get anything for being on top there or anything like that, I don't think. Some stuff's in there. And I was not actually able to get it working on any web browser. So I had to go to my plan 3, plan C, which was playing Fancy Pants, which is I'm also playing alongside this now. So things went all sort of wonky and awkward when I was trying to really play this game. I've been over here, haven't I? Yeah. What? I don't think the PA is the best place to talk about these different techniques. Game. Sometimes I want to be slowed down. It's kind of weird that they're talking to me about this right here, but okay. Interesting game, maybe give me advice like that. Ew, you can also try grinding on that sign. But it'd be weird if one sign was a secret realm and the other wasn't, but I still want to see if this one is anything interesting. I just give it one quick try. So this one looks like at least might be a little tougher to get onto. Why is jumping the hardest thing in this game? It's the thing that gives me the most difficulty for some reason, just getting the character to jump. It's also really annoying that there aren't really good ways to reset certain jumps. Like teleporting on the map is way slower because it puts you somewhere really far away. Like going back up the slope yourself is not very ideal either. Okay. Of course, these people are standing right in the way. Excuse me. That was fun, but didn't actually accomplish anything. I guess I'll see you guys next time. Next episode, let's play skiing snowboard where we see if there's anything else to do here. Not sure what exactly it is I'm looking for now. Maybe we'll do another event down at the bottom of the slope. I have no idea. Bye everyone.